it's some more shit. Okay? Okay, but you asking me, I'm telling you. Listen, I'm telling you. Listen, I can bring it down. I can bring it down. Okay, okay.
Welcome back to another video exposing just how entitled some people can get when they realize the free ride is finally over. No more mooching off the government, no more mooching off your tax dollars, and as always, I've organized these clips so they just keep getting better and better the further we go. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss the last one. It's the craziest of them all. And while you're here, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think these new restrictions are fair, or do they go too far? All right, enough talking. Let's jump right into it.
Okay, so I don't know when it was put into effect, but yesterday when I went to the grocery store and I swiped my EBT card, there was many items, most of the items that I had tried to pay for with my EBT card were declined. And that resulted in embarrassment for me because I was expected to pay out of pocket for food that should have been covered with my EBT card. Like simple items like cake, I got donuts, I got pop, and I got a big case of energy drinks. There was like 12 pack of energy drinks I got, and I got like 8 bags of chips. And none of them were covered on EBT. And when I turned around and asked someone if they could help cover what wasn't covered on EBT, every single last person that I asked for help told me no. I don't know who voted on this, but it's not right. There's people out here struggling like me that need to buy food.
And there it is. The embarrassment wasn't that your card got declined, it's that taxpayers finally weren't forced to cover your donuts, soda, and 12-pack of energy drinks. Let's be clear, cake, chips, and Red Bull are not food staples. They're junk. Hardworking Americans pay for those things out of their own pocket, and they shouldn't be buying yours too. These programs were built to keep families from starving, not to bankroll snack binges. So if the line finally got drawn and your cart full of junk didn't go through, that's not injustice, that's accountability. You want sugar and caffeine? Fine, buy it with your own money, not mine. But anyway, in the next video, a greedy woman whose only concern is buying junk food with EBT shamelessly blames even Trump and looks for an excuse. Let's move on to the video.
So y'all mean to tell me I can't buy no snacks off my EBT card? I'm in here shopping, trying to get all my good snacks. Trying to get all my good snacks and shit. See this? All that. Going straight to the buggy with me. All those nice good sweets. What the and y'all, for me to get to the register, they couldn't find out I can't buy no more snacks on my EBT card. Tell me I'm ashamed and tell them that must be ain't true. And so the damn people behind me in line say I must be in read the news. Cause baby, why the fuck am I doing with them trying at the house with no snacks and I got to buy cash? Y'all always ready to cut my EBT card off there. No, ain't no way Trump did no shit like that. The fuck?
EBT card declines after she takes a bite out of pizza.
This pizza really good.
Oh, yeah, good. It's fresh. Oh, mama, try it again.
What?
Your card unlocked?
It's the promise?
No, I think it might be locked.
No, it's not locked.
Oh, try it again. It says something about the wrong hand.
Hold on.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't have it. Come on. Get another piece.
No, you got it.
Imagine this. She's already biting into pizza she hasn't even paid for, while her EBT card is declining at the register. That's entitlement in action. Eat first, let the taxpayers sort it out later. This is exactly why people are fed up. If you can't afford it, don't order it. Don't expect hardworking Americans to fund your lunch while you laugh with a slice already in your hand. And I'm curious, if you were in charge of these programs, would you cut junk food spending completely or keep it as it is? Let me know what you think down below. But anyway, up next, we've got another clip, and honestly, it's just as bad. Someone who hasn't worked a single day, hasn't broken a sweat, and is still indulging in snack greed, all paid for with taxpayer dollars. Let's check out this shameful spectacle together.
Don't know why more people are not talking about this, but starting in 2026, 12 states will be banning the use of SNAP to purchase certain junk foods. Now, the term junk food will vary state to state in this ban, and they are still ironing out the details. But this just doesn't sit well with me, and I'm going to explain to you guys why. On paper, banning junk food sounds nice, but the reality of it is not so nice. This punishes the most vulnerable people without actually solving the problem, which is access to realistic, affordable, healthy options. SNAP at most covers about $6 to $7 per person per day. This is not enough for healthy, balanced meals to begin with. And what of those families who care for autistic children or autistic adults whose very few foods they eat already right now due to ARFID fall into this junk category? Taking these items away risks even more nutritional gaps and exceedingly more meltdowns. And if that still doesn't make any sense, what about homeless people who do not have access to a kitchen? Their lifeline sometimes can be a bag of chips or soda that they can pick up from the gas station that accepts SNAP. I've been going back and forth with people saying, oh, well, they can just pick up a pack of deli meat. They don't have a fridge. They're not carrying around cabinets with them, right? A lot of people who are living on the streets do not have the space to store a bunch of foods. Sometimes it is just a quick something to get them through. And if you want to talk about the children, look this up. SNAP participation in children has already been shown to improve children's well-being and overall healthcare costs. I saw a couple articles that say some states are going to focus on moral balanced items. So anything with too high of a salt content, for instance, may be taken off SNAP. Something with just too high of carb content could be taken off SNAP. This is not going to solve the issue that we have an unhealthy population. This is not going to fix it. It just strips dignity and choice from the people who can least afford to lose it.
I know y'all gonna be mad, but I just need to say this. If you get food stamps, I get food stamps, it doesn't matter. Please don't go in the store picking up snacks because they took it out. Don't go in there embarrassing yourself, act like you didn't know, because I'm letting you know, and you need to watch the news because it was on there too. Don't go in there picking up that stuff. I know you used to buying your kids snacks or whatever, things they might need, but we are not able to buy it no more. Put it back. Put it the fuck back. Go in that store embarrassing yourself, boo. Just leave it on alone. If you got a little extra cash, use the cash, buy the kids snacks. Talk to y'all later.
So there it is, straight from the source. She's not worried about feeding her kids real meals. She's worried about being embarrassed because the chips and soda won't scan on the EBT anymore. That tells you everything you need to know. Hardworking taxpayers don't need a news alert to tell them they can't buy junk with their own paycheck. They already budget every dollar. Meanwhile, food stamp users are treating the system like a snack fund. And now they're upset the loophole is finally closed. And real quick, do you think junk food should be banned from EBT entirely? Or should people still be allowed to buy it? But anyway, let's see what happens in our next video.
Gotta be the lowest scum of the fucking earth to steal from poor people. Anybody that have an EBT card, listen up right now. Matter of fact, go get your cell phone and lock your EBT card for out-of-state use right now. I'll wait. Okay, I'm done waiting because y'all really don't need me to wait for you. Because there are people out here stealing your funds. And as of December 20th, the government is not refunding stolen funds. I have a friend whose EBT monthly stamps were loaded 4 days ago. The next day, his shit was cleared out. 3 different transactions, over $150 in different states that he's never been to. In fact, these transactions were like a minute apart. So, how could I be in New Jersey at this time and 1 minute later be in Washington? Because those are 2 of the different states where his card was used. First of all, who the fuck steal from poor people? We're not even going to talk about that. Just protect yourselves. If you don't know, you could go onto the EBT app for your state, and there's an option to lock your card for out-of-state use. Oh, there are some people that live in Illinois, but in Indiana is so close, they shop in Indiana. And so you'll have to unlock your card to then shop in Indiana. But protect yourself, because people out here are heartless. Like, did you learn anything from Robin Hood? You're supposed to be stealing from the rich, giving to the poor, not stealing from the poor. Poor ass. Anyways, lock y'all stuff and stay safe.
So this young lady is going viral because she was complaining to her mother that she had to pay $50 out of pocket because she went over her $500 allotment of food stamps for her and her 1-year-old child. So she was complaining to her mom saying that she needs at least $1,000. At least. Now listen, I have no problem, even as a tax-paying citizen, supporting mothers and people that need help who are suffering food shortages. I have no problem. But ma'am, this is not the video to make, especially at this time in our country. Food stamps ending is a possibility because of food stamp scammers and food stamp complainers like this. This is not a good look, and she should take the video down, but I don't think she can now because it's gone viral. And I just want to say this to anybody that gets food stamps and is doing well and you can get your life back on track because you have the help that you need, great. Just keep it to yourself. Do not complain, because when you complain and everybody else is having to pay full tilt for their groceries, they're going to look at you strange and they're not going to be on your side when it comes time to vote.
Think about what we just saw. People lining up at midnight like it's Black Friday, waiting for their food stamps to drop. Within minutes, the balance is gone. And now the story is that someone must be stealing them. This is exactly why taxpayers are fed up. Programs meant to provide food have turned into midnight lotteries and constant drama about missing benefits. Meanwhile, hardworking Americans are budgeting their paychecks, buying their own groceries, and still footing the bill for all of this chaos. And quick question before we roll the clip. Do you think cake and junk food should be allowed on EBT, or should the program stick to real groceries only? I'm curious where you stand. But anyway, in our next video, we'll see a woman who doesn't like the ban on buying snacks with EBT cards because she thinks that's the only way to buy cake for the kids. Let's move on to the video.
Hey y'all, haven't been on here in a long time, been very busy, but wanted to ask you a quick question. What are your thoughts on the EBT card? Some folks have them, some folks don't, but as a taxpayer and someone with the EBT card, I believe that I should be able to purchase whatever I want on it. Now, some folks believe you should not be allowed to purchase junk food. What do you think? Now, isn't a birthday cake junk food? What if that's your only means of getting your child a birthday cake? I don't know. Give me your thoughts.
EBT customer service. Enter the last 4 digits of your card number. Enter your PIN. Your SNAP balance is $300.
Oh! Bae! Bae! Bae!
Your menu selection was invalid.
Hello.
The South Carolina Department of Services is open Monday through Friday. Thank you. Goodbye.
Hello.
Thank you for calling South Carolina EBT. Enter your PIN. Your SNAP balance is $397.
Time to be nice. Let's go to the store.
Only in America do we have people treating food stamps like a lottery ticket, calling the hotline like it's some kind of game show, laughing about whether free money dropped or not. Meanwhile, taxpayers are the ones actually working, actually paying bills, and putting real money into the system. SNAP was meant to keep families from starving, not to give grown adults a reason to giggle while waiting on handouts. If your whole day depends on calling a hotline to see if the government loaded your card, that's not comedy, that's dependency. And the sad part? It's hardworking people's paychecks funding the punchline. Quick thought before we roll it. Do you think taxpayers should still be covering junk food? Or should food stamps only be used for essentials? But anyway, you know I saved the craziest video for last, and it's the same one you saw at the very beginning of this video. Let's move on.
Thursday is some more shit. Okay? Okay, but you asking me, I'm telling you. Listen, I'm telling you. Listen, I can bring it down. I can bring it down. Okay, okay.
Order for her.
She never charged me for the toilet paper.
Look how baby girls are pony so look at now.
It's still good. You talking about the one over in the hand, right? Yeah. With the gray hair?
Your skin. Okay. So I don't have to do all that.
This is exactly what happens when the scam doesn't go as planned. A loud scene at the register, blaming the cashier, blaming the system, blaming everybody but themselves. If your entire plan is to finesse food stamps, then you don't deserve them in the first place. Hardworking people don't get to argue and scream when their debit card declines. We adjust, we budget, we pay with our own money. But somehow when it's food stamps, the expectation is different. Number. If you can't afford it, don't load your cart and don't take it out on the cashier. That's not struggle. That's entitlement on full display. That's going to wrap it up for today. If you enjoyed this video, there's another one on screen right now with even more shocking entitlement moments. Go ahead and click on it and let me know down below what you think. Should food stamps be restricted to essentials only or left wide open the way they are now? Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.